J.C. Clark here, owner and general manager of Unlimited RV. As racers, we know how important time is. Not bad, kid. 5 seconds faster. As racers, we know how important reliability is. At Unlimited RV, we have lifetime warranties, so you know we've got you covered. At Unlimited RV, we offer nationwide free shipping, so you don't have to waste your time getting into the RV or motorhome for your next big adventure.
Rev up your savings at 4 Wheel Parts during our Endless Summer Sales Event. We've got month-long deals happening now. Get the perfect combo and save $100 when you bundle tires and wheels. Upgrade your ride to the next level and save $250 when you bundle wheels, tires, and suspension. Save up to $700 on Morimoto when you purchase with their trade-in program. Don't miss these limited time offers. Visit 4 Wheel Parts and gear up for your next adventure.
Your locally owned Bill Alexander Ford has the vehicles you want. F-Series, Bronco, Expedition, Edge, Explorer, Escape, and Ranger. And try our mobile service for light maintenance. We will come to you. For a difference you can count on, visit us in person or go to BillAlexanderFord.com.
Sure, everything's made of something. But time and sweat is what puts it together. And it's that relentless application of effort against the clock that created everything around us. The BF Goodrich HD Terrain Tire is engineered to tackle the extreme situations heavy-duty trucks are met with head-on. Because downtime can't exist when there's a job to do. Time isn't something to marvel at. It's something to be seized. It's a tool we put firmly in your hands. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
Go further. Explore the trails less traveled. And reach your destination quicker with King's new Toyota Sequoia 2.5 OEM Performance Series kit. These 100% bolt-on kits feature front ride height adjustment, superior ride quality, and external finned reservoirs with optional wide-range compression adjusters to further refine your ride quality. See why we're the choice of experienced overlanders and order your Sequoia kit today.
It's pretty simple. You want to win races, put KMCs on your truck.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. The first 2 cars heading off the line right now. Now we have a marker coming to the finish line.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here once again on Fishgistics, your KMC Wheels coverage today of the Casey Folks Best in the Desert Vegas to Reno race. You guys having fun? It's 2 o'clock, and it's time for another update, so that's what we're going to do. We had a lead change the last update. If you guys joined us, you saw that Ryan Arciero had a flat tire. Justin Lofton was able to get around him. Ryan got going again pretty quick, but Ryan did have to stop in the next pit and grab a tire. So that cost him a couple seconds just grabbing the tire in the pit. They got it in there really fast, and then he got out. He's only about a minute behind him last split time we had, so it's still a really close race with a long way to go. Only problem is Ryan is going to have to get back in front of Justin Lofton, and he's going to have to put some time on him because he started behind him. Justin Lofton started behind him, so anytime he's in front of him, he's automatically winning. So you got some work to do for Ryan today. So let's see if he can do it. However, looking towards the finish line, look at these bikes. The bikes are through pit 13, the last pit, and they're on their way to the finish. They are only about 15 miles from the finish. This will be 5:05, and it's about 5:20. So we are going to see. Let's see, the N7 is first right now. They've been first, but look at the N1. They are really closing down on them. The last time we looked, they were getting close too, and look at this. It's getting really close now. I mean, this one updated at 14:03:50, 14:04:07. So this one actually about 20 seconds before it. So they're going to be a little bit closer than that, but I mean, you got mile 500, and this one's at 5:02. That's within 2 miles of each other here. And if I go back and look at the, hang on, where are the, I'm going to try to find Give me a second here. I'm trying to find for you guys, where did these guys start at? If we go to race results, I'm going to try to figure out where they started. Give me a second here. Let's look at the pro qualifiers and see where they started. So N7 started first and N1 started second. Now, I believe they started 2 minutes apart if they were doing what they were supposed to do, because if we look on here, where is it? This board here, one of these boards, staging times. There it is. Look at Group A. First bike, okay, 1 bike every minute. So Open Pro, 1 bike every minute. So if they went off one at a time, that means that the N1 has to finish within 1 minute of the N7 in order to get the win. So this is going to be a really close finish here between the N7 and the N1 with about 15 miles to go. This could be anybody's race right here. This is one of the closer bike races that I can remember in a little while at Vegas to Reno. I don't really remember too many of them being this close, but that's going to be within a minute either way right there. So that's going to be interesting to see. We will we'll see what happens there. All right, then behind them, those two, it's a little ways back, and then we got 2 more. We got the N55 and the N3. They're basically fighting for 3rd and 4th place right there. So, and then behind them, we have the first Ironman, CJ. He looks to have a pretty decent lead over the other ones. The P23 also has a decent lead. The second Ironman is right here, Zachary Myers. So that's the second Ironman. And then in Class 3, this is a chase vehicle. So they have some chase vehicles on here too. So don't pay attention to the chase vehicles. P13 and then the 3 class. This one has been really close like we've said all day too. So we have the 303 in first, but then look at this. Right behind them, we got the 337. Then we got the 302 right here. We got the 325, 311, 349. These guys are all in like a big group in this class, huh? They didn't really separate much. And then the 348. They're kind of all just riding along like the same pace with each other. So pretty fun racing if you're in that 300 class. Looks like it's the open expert class. So pretty cool to see there. And then just a whole bunch more bikes. Now let's go find the cars. Cars and trucks are right here. So we have the 27 is going to be not first. I'm looking for the wrong car. Let's see. We're getting mixed in with the bikes now. So this is going to change the game a little bit here because Justin Lofton is out front, but he does not have clean air because look at this. He is about to catch these bikes. Here's the first truck on the course right here. It's Justin Lofton. Right behind him, about a minute behind him physical, is Ryan Arciero. So Ryan Arciero, right behind him, they're going to start catching these guys. So they're almost on these the 0403 here. Now, they did have some rain on the course, so the dust is not going to be that bad. That is good if you're a Ryan Arciero fan because he's not going to have to deal with as much dust as he would sometimes because of the rain. Now, there is going to be a little bit of mud and some other stuff, but as long as you're not Justin Lofton, everybody else doesn't want any dust. Justin Lofton right now is hating the fact that it rained yesterday. He wants there to be as much dust as possible so that these guys behind him are dealing with dust. But everyone else, you can see Adam Householder is in third right here. So he's coming back. He's actually just staying with the pack. He hasn't really moved much. He's just been in third most of the day. Robert Johnson here, fourth. Same with him. He's kind of just been hanging around there in fourth. Just not really losing much, not gaining much, just kind of staying right there. So the 12 and fourth there. That is Robert Johnson. He was going to drive to either mile 200 or 400 and get out. So I'm assuming he's been going pretty good. He's probably still in the car, probably going to get out at 400. And then is it Billy Geddes, I think? I don't know how to say his last name. From Australia is going to get in that car. So one of the Australian racers is going to get in the number 12. At least by mile 400, he'll be in there. If he's not in there already, he might have got in at 200. I'm just assuming. I didn't really see a longer stop, so I'm assuming he's not in there yet. Then back to Steve Olagus here in the 120 in the 27. Then the 127 behind them is the ones to watch. Now let's go look at the leaderboard. Split times here. These are unofficial. Let's go to the trick truck class. So check this out. At mile 250, that's about halfway through, we had 347 Justin Lofton. We had Ryan Arciero about 3 minutes back. And then we had about 9 minutes back, Adam Householder, and then Robert Johnson a minute behind him. But look, if we go back over to 200, we're going to have to do a little bit of math. Let's find the 127 right here. So look at the time. 3 hours even, right? In 58 seconds. That means he was in third because I only see 2 that are lower. Right here we have Justin Lofton was first and lower than 3. 256, Ryan Arciero was lower, but all these other ones are higher than 3. So the 127 was actually in third place the last time we had a split for him. So he's going to be next to come through here at 250, and then we're going to get another split. So we're going to have to wait. You can see he's only at 230 right now. So by the time he gets to 250, we'll have another split. But the 127 is one to watch because of where they started today. Started all the way in the back, so got to watch them on time. Let's see, did you get a split on BJ? No, I did not, because BJ blew his engine and he's out of the race. So if you're looking for BJ, that's what happened to BJ. He's out of the race, blown engine. The 34 is coming along still. And then let's go look at 6100. Look at this. This is almost the same area where Ryan Arciero had a flat, remember? So Brent Fox, the first 6100 on the course, is stopped just after where we saw Ryan stopped. Ryan was stopped right here changing a flat tire, and now he's stopped right here. So the question is, will the 6114 of Justin Blauer get around him or not? I'm assuming it's another tire just because it's in the same area, and this is really rocky like we showed before. If we open up the satellite view, like look at this. This is super rocky here. It's super rocky on the side of the mountain going through there. That's, that'll be 2 flats we've seen in that same area if that is indeed what's happened here. So we'll see when he 1411. Let's write that down. So 1411 is the last time he updated. Now we're going to watch for him to update again and see if he gets going from this 0 miles an hour. You see that the 6114 did get around him. So Justin Blauer, change of leader in the physical leader in the 6100 class. So we got him there. And then let's go back to a little ways back. We got another one stopped. So the third place car, Travis Pecoy, is also stopped. Once again, probably a flat. This is that gnarly rocky section here. So Travis Pecoy pulled over. Jason Coleman is coming along now. So Jason Coleman might be able to get around Pecoy depending on how long Pecoy is stopped here. So we got some action going on in the 6100 group through this mountain pass right here. You can see it's super rocky right here. There's going to be flat tires. And stuff like this changes the game, because one guy gets in front of the other guy. Now that guy, like I said, there's not a lot of passing on this course. It's really hard to pass. I don't think we've seen a single pass today on this course. Like, just looking at the running order, and when I've been watching this in between, I have not seen anybody, the top guys, I haven't seen any of like the top guys catch another top guy and pass him while they're both moving. Like, it just doesn't happen on this course. It's not a passing course. Let's see the 48 here. Let's go find class 10. Got to zoom out a bit and go back. So where's class 10? Class 10 is way back here. So class 10 is way back. There was quite a few 6100s. So class 10, we got a good fight for the lead right here. We got 1080. That's actually Matt Helton driving that right now. So Matt Helton in the 1080 is either first or second, right behind Dean Wheeler. 1080 is actually going to be first on time because he started a ways back. So Matt Helton doing work in the 1080 right now. Getting that thing up to the lead on time, and he may be physically pretty soon. We're going to see when those things update. Then we have Nick May battling for third here, not really battling, in third. Fourth place, Cole Potts. I think that's actually his brother driving too. I haven't confirmed that yet, but we need to confirm that. Somebody out there probably knows which one is that. Which one of the Potts boys is actually driving that car? Maybe Cole's splitting it with his brother. I didn't know if he's going to drive the whole thing or what. We'll try to find out for you. Let's see, Ryan is back ahead of Lofton. Most likely it's just when it updated, but let's go look. Let's see, because they update at different times. So let's see. Yeah, see, he's not. You gotta watch when you're looking at these. Make sure you look at the update time. So 14:14 and then 14:13. So you can see that one actually didn't update for a minute. So when it updates, he's probably going to be like right about here, and then he jumped up here because it updated at, let's see what time, 14:15. Now watch, when this one, see, a minute ago, when it updates, he's probably going to jump back in front of the 32, unless he's right behind him. So we'll see. Let's wait and watch an update. They don't update it exactly at the same time, so it's really hard to tell, especially once you zoom in here. Like when they're really close, it's hard to tell who's actually ahead of who. So he could have got back around him, but I don't think so. We'll see. We're going to wait a minute and see. I could be wrong. We'll see if the 41 jumps back in front of the 32. Problem is, he's going to jump in front, and then the 32 is going to jump in front. So it might take a little bit to get an update to try to sync together. Sometimes you get lucky, and they're within a couple seconds of each other, and we'll see. Okay, they said they're actually at the physical pit and saw it. So there you go. So the question is, did the 41 stop in that pit? because we know that Arciero stopped at the pit before to get a tire. So did Justin Lofton stop at pit 7 right down here? And what did he do there if he did? Was he just getting fuel? Did he do tires? Did he? How did he get past? In order for him to get past, I would assume he stopped here. So Chris Crampton, if you were at the pit, let us know if you saw him, if he was stopped or not. So if we do, we got another lead change, like you said, 32 back in front. Physically, 41 still has him on time. You can see now he jumped ahead of him again. So it's really close with these guys. They got to be on each other's bumper. So definitely fun race in the front to watch right here. Adam Householder's just kind of sitting back here. He's hoping that both of these guys take each other out or something, do something dumb, and then he'll be up front. 41 had a flat. They said, okay, so there you go. So 41 had a flat and had to come into the pit. So now we're even, right? They both had a flat tire so far. They both had to come in the pit to grab a spare. So now we're back to even. We're back where we were before everything started with the flat tire. So let's see what happens here. Ryan's going to have to put some time on him, though, because he's got 4 minutes that he's got to be in front of him since he started 2 spots in front of him. You can see, there you go, just updated again. All right, let's go look at the UTV classes, because that's the only other class here that's got a bunch of cars in it. And it's super confusing trying to keep track of them all. So let's find, okay, Braden Baker is our lead UTV, I believe. So Braden Baker, I think he started second. He's going to be our lead UTV, followed by, here we go, here's Phil Blurton. Phil Blurton is going to be second. So he's in the Pro Turbo class. That means he's leading Pro Turbo, and Braden Baker is leading Trophy Unlimited. So first and first, then we have Cody Bradbury is going to be second in Trophy Unlimited. Then Bruce Bingquist is in a totally separate class, just Turbo, I guess, not Turbo Pro or something. He's just in Turbo, according to this. So he's up there. And then we have another 6100 stopped here. And then we have Mitch Guthrie Jr. in his brand new car running third in his class. Then we have AJ Jones. He's going to be running second in his class, right? Because it's just Phil Blurton, and then it's going to be AJ Jones. So Austin Jones running second in Pro Turbo. And then it's going to come back to here. We got Joe Toronto running third. Michael McFadden running fourth. And then we have Ryan Piplick, and somebody else just jumped, Ronnie Anderson. They're going to both be, what is that, like fourth and fifth? I think that's fourth and fifth in the Trophy Unlimited class. So there you go. That's a look at your leaders. You can see this. This is kind of the lead group right here. And then there's a little bit of a gap back to these two. And then there's a big gap back to everybody else. The UTVs, there's kind of a big gap just in general of, like, you have the guys that are really fast, and then you have a lot of the guys that are just kind of mediocre, and then you have a lot of guys that are new in the UTV class. So it's a mixture of everybody. So it really kind of spreads itself out. You see that the leaders run up front with them, then you got the middle guys, then you got like the new guys that are in the back just kind of cruising along. So we got Mikey Kelly here, and we got Brandon Sims. He's obviously a fast guy, so we'll look to see him move up a little ways. Then you got just a whole bunch more back here. So that's a look at all of the Trophy Unlimited and the Turbo Pros. You got Dustin Jones in the Pro Turbo here. Then we have, let me see, I'm going to do some classes on here so we can see who's actually leading. So let's go look at the Pro Turbo. All right, at Pro Turbo, so check this out. On corrected time at mile 100, Michael McFadden was actually ahead on time. AJ Jones was second, Joe Toronto third, and then Vito Renault fourth. So that's in the Pro Turbo class, according to this tracker. Now, the Turbo class, we said it was Bingquist by himself. And then we had, so the question was, where is the trophy? There it is, Trophy Unlimited. So mile 100 here. Check this out. Brandon Sims, who we just saw, who's back a little ways, he started back a ways, but look at his time. He's actually ahead by 2 seconds, according to corrected time at mile 100, over Braden Baker, who's way out in front physically. Remember, he was the first UTV on the road, but Brandon Sims, who's probably like, was that the 10th or 12th UTV on the road at least, he's actually winning on time. So that's why it's important to always look at the time. Mitch Guthrie is third on time, Mikey Kelly fourth on time. So that's a look at those two classes. Let's go look at the NA class. There's a couple of those. So Zach Seislov in the Honda is first. Then we got Dan and Joe and Stetson. So that's the that's a look at that's a look at those. Then the, let's see, super stock class, We have 3, so that's a look at them right there. We got 3 of them. Somebody want to see class 10 in here on time. Yeah, let's go load. Let me see if I can get it to load. Class 10 times. So looking at this, you can see right here, Matt Helton driving the 1080 right now. He is out front at mile 150. He has about 1 minute and 5 seconds lead on corrected time over Cole Potts. So Cole Potts is showing as second. Dean Wheeler, who's actually first on the road in class 10, is actually third on corrected time. So that's why, like I said, you never know. Just because you're first on the road doesn't mean you're winning. Then Nick May and then John back here. So that's a look at that. And then I think we looked at pretty much everything else, right? We looked at the trick trucks. We can look at what other class? Class 1, there's one Class 1 car. Class 1 is pretty much dead, except for Baja. There's like 5 that race in Baja. But Class 1 is dead up here in the States, it seems like. And yeah, so that's that. I think that pretty much covers all of your guys' updates. I got a couple updates I'm going to go post. So let's look at this. Let's go look at the leader one more time before we sign off. Let's try and find them. Where are they? They're down in here. They're buried in the bikes and quads now. So Ryan Arciero back in front after he got a flat, and then Lofton got around him, but then Lofton got a flat. And so now Ryan's back around Lofton. So it's the 32, then the 41, and then it's going to be Adam Householder back here in the 24. It's going to be third, and then fourth is going to be Robert Johnson here. So look at your leaders, all right? All right, we'll be back at 3 o'clock with your next update here on Fishgistics. These guys are about halfway done, halfway through the race. So it took them from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock to get about halfway. So that's 4 hours, right? It's going to be about another 4 hours till they're finished. So about 6 o'clock, that's what I've been guessing pretty much all day. Around 6 o'clock is probably going to be our leader. That last section really takes a long time. You think you're almost there, and then that last section takes a while. Speaking of that, let's go look one more time before we sign off, see if we have a bike finisher yet, because they were really close. So they're gonna finish in the next couple minutes. So if you guys want to watch, it looks like the 7's probably going to be first in there. It just the N1 has to be 1 minute behind the 7. If they're within a minute, they win. If the N1 is over a minute back, the 7 is going to win on time. None of these other guys are going to factor for first place. So it's going to be the 7 or the 1, and it looks like the 7 has more than a minute lead right now, but you never know. Like I said, this last section, like look at it going through the mountain right here. This is gnarly. Like a lot of these races have been won or lost literally right here. I think Bryce Menzies lost one like right here. Like this last section it's gnarly. It's not a fun section, especially when it's been raining up there. It's going to be slippery and muddy and gnarly there. So, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Come back at 3 o'clock with your next update.